So there have been so many foundations being released lately. Foundations, skin tints is going crazy. Today I'm going to try for you the new Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation in combination with the new Easy Blur Primer. And then the trifecta is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. I've had this for a long time. These two are new to me. So if you want to see how it looks while I'm applying it, just keep on watching. And just for reference, I'm 68 years old, almost 69. In October I'll be 69. I have normal skin, a little oily in my T-zone, especially when it's super hot outside, but pretty much normal. I do have enlarged pores and I have hyperpigmentation on my skin. So let's go play with this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I want to try both of these for you. So what Huda calls the trifecta is the blurring primer, the new skin tint, it is called Easy Blur Natural Airbrush Foundation, and then the Easy Bake powder. So we're going to try those today. These are new to me. This I've had for a long time. I have mine in Cupcake and I've had it for a long time. So they do have different shades. I really want to get my hands on the pink one, the light pink one, and I've been wanting it for a while but haven't grabbed it yet. Okay, so we're going to do this today. So I'm going to put, first of all, I'm going to use the pore minimizer, the first step of her trifecta on my face. And I want to move you guys up so that you can see what my pores look like now and what it's going to look like. So you're very close right now. You can see I have very enlarged pores. They seem to be getting bigger and bigger as I age. So I'm going to put it on one side of my face and then you guys can see what the difference, what it looks like on the other side. So let's squeeze some out. And this reminds me of that other blurring primer that she has that comes in a little jar. And I like that one. It does a pretty good job. This one feels very nice and cooling on your face. And I enjoy that. I enjoy how that feels. I'm not going to do an eye look today. Today is just about the face. Yeah, this feels really good going on your face. It feels like it's a water-based primer. I'm going to read to you a little bit about it while this is setting. But so far, it feels really nice. It really feels very hydrating. It doesn't feel sticky at all. So while this dries a little bit, I'm going to put some right here because my wrinkles right here have been on this eye, and I think it's because I sleep on the side at night. So whatever few hours of sleep I get a night, I am making my eye wrinkly. But you know what? If that's the only way I can sleep, I'm not going to stop sleeping that way. I cannot sleep on my back. Alright, so this is done. So let me read to you a little bit about the blurring primer. A silicone-free ultra blurring primer that is good for your skin and so easy to use. Our Easy Blur Primer is packed with blurring polymers that help instantly control excess oils, smooth texture, and blur pores. What it does, this translucent pink jelly texture primer blends to clear on application with a cooling effect for fresh looking skin. Ready for makeup application. Worn alone or on top of skincare, Easy Blur Primer creates an airbrushed, soft, focused finish to make your makeup last longer. What else you need to know? 100% silicone-free formula infused with antioxidant-rich plant-derived complex of glycerin and milk thistle extract. Helps with instant oil control. Our blend of polymers instantly blurs the appearance of pores and smooth texture, leaving skin prepped for even makeup. So it's ultra blurring effect, refreshing texture, innovative skin loving ingredients, lightweight and long lasting. So I'm going to move you up now so that you can see what it looks like once, you know, it's been on my face for, you know, just a minute or so, maybe not even that long. But it feels a little sticky now, but not super sticky. Yeah, not as like those gripping primers that, you know, like e.l.f. and Milk Makeup and things like that. Okay, so about the foundation. This is not a filter. Our Easy Blur Foundation is a weightless real-life filter foundation that's ultra blurring and smoothing for an easy airbrush finish with medium to buildable coverage for foolproof, seamless, easy application. What it does, this serum like foundation is formulated with 1.5 skin smoothing niacinamide and pore blurring silica for the most natural airbrush finish. What else to know? Huda worked on over 100 renditions to create the most lightweight, ultra blurring foundation. Easy Blur's formula is comfortable on the skin, blendable, and easy to apply. Available in 29 shades, makes it so easy to have the most seamless complexion with a filtered finish. It infused with 1.5% niacinamide, fragrance and alcohol free, non-comedogenic, lightweight, and melts on skin. Now I saw Huda's video when she would, before this was released, but she did a video and I looked at it and it looked amazing on her skin, okay? And she swears that she does not wearing any kind of filter. And she's saying that this is like a water-based primer and this is like an oil-based foundation. And even though they're not supposed to go together, they actually do work together. And then when you set it with this, it makes it perfection. All right, so this is already absorbed. So we're going to start with the foundation. I got mine in Toasted Coconut 240N, which I think is medium neutral, but the other ones looked super light. Now I did try this on today. It got here a little earlier. I didn't think I was going to be able to film, so I put it on my face and I actually liked the way it looked. But my husband went to go run an errand, so I decided, let me take advantage. So I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, and it's not super thick, but it's not super watery either. So I'm going to be using, this is from, who is this from? Hourglass? Charlotte Tilbury. And this is a foundation kabuki brush. So this is what I'm going to be using. Now this had, it says it's unscented. It doesn't have perfume, but it has a scent. Like a makeup scent. It's not bad. It's not strong. But it does, it's not totally unscented to me. But it's not perfumey. So you can see that it has pretty good coverage already. So I would say this is a solid medium. Getting all over my lips. And then you can probably build it up. So I'm going to try building it up a little bit on my cheeks like I always do. But when I tried it before, I even put a little bit on my under eyes. And I didn't even feel like I really needed any concealer. You know, for a casual, everyday look. If you want to keep the products to a minimum. I already did my brows. I didn't want to mess with those either. So let's be gentle around them. So I have a little bit left on my hand. And I actually don't mind squeezy tubes. If it doesn't have a pump, I prefer it as squeezy tube. But it blends very, very easy. And even though she says that it's like an oil base, which I thought it was going to feel heavy on my face, I think it doesn't feel heavy at all. I think it does a really, really good job of blending. I'm going to put a little bit under my eyes. It is a pretty thin formula, but it feels really, really good on the skin. As you can see, it was very easy to blend. See, I don't think my under eyes look that bad. I'm going to put a little more concealer on it, but I'm going to pick up what's left on the back of my hand with the brush and just go over my problem areas. But let me move you up. I think this looks pretty good. We can try building it up a little more on my cheek. I'm just going to put just a tiny bit more. And this is what the packaging looks like. I don't think I even showed you guys that. It looks really nice. And this is what the primer looks like. And the primer is just like a gel. As you can see right here. And it really feels good when you put it on in the skin. It turns like into water, and it feels very hydrating. So I'm going to put a little more right here. But I mean, even the spots that I have down here that are pretty dark, it covered them up. So I think this has amazing coverage. It's definitely medium to full coverage. Okay, so this is, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the back of my hand. As you can see, it's pretty blurry. I think it does a great job of blurring. So I'm going to leave you guys close up. It still looks a little light on me, but I don't know what's going on. Are the foundations really, their shade matches are really going out the window, or I don't know what's going on. Everything I pick a medium. I shouldn't have to pick anything darker than a medium. I'm going to use a Tower 28 concealer today a little bit, and this one was sent to me in PR, and this is in the shade 6.0. I haven't used this before. It's the first time I use it. Concealer feels very hydrating, by the way. A lot of people like this concealer, so I figured I probably would too. Okay, so now let's use the powder. And like I said, I've had this powder for a long time. So I'm going to put some in here in the little cap. And again, I have mine in Cupcake. Okay, I'm going to use this. I thought I brought a little puff, but I can't see it now. So this is dry. Okay, so you can see what my pores look like now. And let's see what it's going to look like when I put some powder on. Okay, look at the difference between this side and this side. I think I could tell the difference. I normally don't apply powder with a sponge. I usually use a brush, but I wanted to do it today the way she's telling you to do it. And she's telling you to put it with a, and this works just fine. This, like I said, it's not wet, but she uses one of those little puffs, triangle puffs. These sponges are amazing anyway. And her powder has like the little sifter that keeps it from making a humongous mess. This powder is really good. I've really enjoyed having it. So this is what my face looks like now that it's powdered. As you can see, it really doesn't look cakey or powdery. I think it looks nice. And I think it did blur my pores some. So let me go ahead and let's put a little bit of blush on. This is a new blush from MAC, and this is in the shade Ginger Luck. And this is a neutral shade. I'm not going to use bronzer or anything like that. I'm just going to use this one. But this is one of those, shades that you can almost use as a blush or a bronzer combo. Put a little bit up here. I love these MAC brushes. MAC blushes. So I didn't use a setting spray today because I want to see how it looks after a few hours. So I did have a little bit of moisturizer underneath the primer, but I'm not going to use a setting spray. I don't use setting spray all the time anyways, so I feel like I really didn't need to. So this is a very pretty blush, by the way. Very beautiful shade. And I like these blushes because I feel like, you know, you really can't go overboard with them. You can build them, which is nice. Sometimes blushes that are super pigmented, it's kind of hard to not go overboard. I tend to go overboard very easily. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line. I don't have that right now. I just have, oh, there was nothing in there that would break. That's the bag that I brought everything in. I don't think so. And this is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara in black. All right, my lower lashes are getting too long. You see, I guess some mascara on my lower lash line, on my under eye, but we'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so for lips, I'm just gonna do a quick lip. I'm gonna use this lip liner by CoverGirl, and this is called the Outlast Lip Stain. And you can do your entire lip with this because it is a lip stain. And this is, I like using it as a lip liner though. This is in the shade Natural Blush, number 65. You do need to store these like this, otherwise you don't get enough product on your tip. Okay, for lipstick, these have been out for a little bit and I've been a little curious, but I really wasn't that tempted to get them because even though I was curious, I didn't know if I was gonna like it. But my friend Kat from Cat's Eye Beauty, I will link her channel below, she loves these products. This is from Milk Makeup, and these are called the Cooling Water Jelly Tint. You can use it on your cheek or you can use it on your lips. I used this on my lip. I loved it. I actually loved it with this lip liner. Now, I want you to know that if you use your finger, it is going to stain you. And I've been using my finger because I don't want to stain my brushes because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it off. So she usually dips her finger in it and taps it in. But I'm going to use it like this as a liner. Now, these feel like almost like Jello. They do feel like Jello when you put it on. It feels cooling and I don't know, it's such a different texture. And this is in the shade Splash, which is like, I'm gonna do it on my hand. Oh, hopefully since I'm gonna put it on top of the foundation, maybe it won't stain as much. It doesn't look quite as pigmented on my hand. It's pretty pigmented. It looks like it's getting darker, but it's very pretty. They have like 4 or 5 different shades, but this one is the one that I like the most. And then there's another one that I think is the one she has that is like a red, and I like that too. So let me see if I can fix the liner a little bit. So these do dry down and they look matte. So I'm going to use a little bit of clear lip gloss. This is from Essence and it's called Shine Shine Shine. I'm sorry, it's not Essence, it's Wet n Wild, right? Who is it? No, it's Essence. And look how pretty it looks. So this is like it's not a wear test because this is the first time I use the foundation, but I think it looks, I'm going to move you up, I think it looks really, really pretty. I like it. I do have a little bit of dark circles. I think this concealer is definitely more of a medium coverage maybe, and I tend to need heavy duty coverage most of the time. But this is very, very pretty. I feel like I need a little more blush. I'm going to apply a little bit of this one. This one is from Miss AOA, Shop Miss A, and it's called So Close. And this is so pretty. It's like a baked blush. This was like $1.88. If you guys have never tried anything from Shop Miss A, you can find some really nice stuff there. Yeah, I like it now a little more. The other one was like a little peachy, and I think with this lip, the pink looks nicer. All right, guys, so tell me what you think. I like it. I think this is gonna be a hit. So I'm gonna use it for the next few days to see if it breaks down on me, if it gets greasy, oily, whatever, and I will report back to you. Maybe in the next video that I film, I'll let you know how I like it. So far, so good. When I put it on the first time, I had it on for like 2 hours before I took it off to film this video, and it looked intact. It looked the same as when I put it on. I still didn't have any oils coming through. So I think that if you have oily skin, you're gonna like this. And this is definitely says it's supposed to keep your oils at bay. So I think you will like the primer, and I think you will like the foundation, because she did say that this was a combination. It's like trying to mix oil with water, and then most people think that it doesn't work, but the way that they work their formula, it does work together. It definitely is not oily. It is not, okay, there's no glow on my face. So this is, if you're looking for a glowy foundation, this is not a glowy foundation. This is going to be matte. but I like it. There's times, especially in the summer heat, that I really don't want anything that glowy on my face. I like a little bit of glow, but if you use something that's going to have a little bit of glow, by the end of the day, you're going to look greasy. So anyways, it is 1 fluid ounce, and it's made in Italy. That's awesome. And this is 1 fluid ounce. And let me see where this is made. Oh, this is made in Korea. So the primer is made in Korea, and the foundation is made in Italy. Both amazing places to have makeup made. And look, see how it turned, it looks darker once it dries down. And this doesn't really stay sticky. You know, I feel like, I mean, I can feel it when I touch it, but it doesn't stay sticky. It's not the kind of sticky that if you have long hair, your long hair is not going to stick to it. I think it's really, really nice. But this will stain. It, yeah, I had to really scrub and use alcohol to remove it from my fingers. But I mean, that's what you want on your lips, right? You don't want your lips to be fading away. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. I really like this. I really think this is going to be a hit. I really enjoy putting this on. For me, I think this is something I will gravitate more on a daily basis than I would the RMS. The RMS is nice, and probably in the winter when everything, well, we don't have much of a winter here, but there's less humidity. I will probably use that one a little more because it won't get as oily, even though when I used it with their powder the other day, it really didn't get oily. But this is really nice. I like it so far. So again, I will let you guys know if it disappoints me after a few hours, but so far so good. I really like the 3 of them, and I've always liked this. This really works really well under my eyes. I've used this before. This is the second one that I've gone through. I already went through an entire one of these. So for me to go through an entire powder, I really have to like it. So definitely it is a good powder, and I like the fact that she has different shades, so it's inclusive to people with lighter skin tones and darker skin tones. Alright friends, thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I love you, and I will see you on my next one. Bye guys. Mwah.